And death is what emergency department staff deal with every day at UNM Hospital. But how do they learn to perform under that pressure?
In tonight's Healthy Living segment, UNM Health's Brianna Mortensen takes us inside the new UNM Hospital Critical Care Tower, where training for these worst type of case scenarios is more realistic than ever.
The UNM Hospital Critical Care Tower will treat hundreds of thousands of patients in the decades to come, but it will also be a key training ground for New Mexico's future healthcare workforce. And one unique training tool lives within the emergency department's new simulation lab. It's the home of SimMan.
We're going to show you how SimMan works.
An advanced medical mannequin used to teach health trainees and practice professionals how to handle life or death situations. Nurse Gabby Morales runs a lot of the training simulations.
He can lose a leg to the point that we put a tourniquet on him. Like, he is very, very, very high fidelity.
With human-like features, SimMan appears to live and breathe in his hospital bed. His eyes blink. His pupils react to light. His tongue can swell up to make it more difficult to insert a breathing tube. He has a pulse you can feel, and he can even cry out in simulated pain.
If we can do this on a mannequin that is very realistic, this keeps our patients safer. It keeps us up to date with our skills.
There's a lot of ways to make it challenging. And usually we're pretty good from an attending standpoint of recognizing where you are comfortable and then finding a way to bring it to where you're not comfortable anymore.
UNM Hospital emergency medicine Dr. John Femling shows us how they do that.
Sir, are you okay? Stats are dropping. They're actively dying right now.
Femling says it's just as important to prepare for a scenario that may not happen often, like making an emergency neck incision, as it is to sharpen everyday practices, like performing CPR. But perhaps the most important lesson SimMan teaches: teamwork.
This simulation lab on site does everything we can to bring the highest level of learning to the most number of people, how to provide the highest level of care in the best emergency department.
Delivering care efficiently, together, and with a human touch.
And we are joined live tonight by Dr. John Femling. Thank you so much for joining us, because we know this is kind of crunch time for you guys. We are less than or just about 3 weeks away from the opening of the Critical Care Tower, and you're counting down, you told me, in hours now.
I'm coming in hours now. We're just over 400 hours from the new ED.
So this is going to mean a lot for, of course, people here in Albuquerque, but we know people travel from all corners of the state to Albuquerque for this critical care. What's it going to mean for the metro, but also the rest of the state?
I mean, this is going to be the top-notch trauma center for not just New Mexico, but the surrounding areas. For a while, we will be the newest and best trauma center in the United States. So we can deliver the best care to anybody that comes through the door.
Tell me about the preparation that has gone into this. I know you got 3 weeks left, but how many weeks or years have been leading up to this moment here?
I mean, we've had plans for this for nearly a decade.
Yeah.
And moving into how do we practice what we're doing now for emergency medicine in that site is the daily work. You know, you saw the SimMan there.
Yeah.
He was put to work earlier today. Right before I came here, we were running a simulation on a heart attack. How do we go from the ambulance bay into the emergency department, to the elevators, to the cath lab? What every single piece has to work on day one, has to work on minute one, and that's what we're practicing to do.
Yeah, it is very important. It's going to be a monumental occasion, like I said, not just for Albuquerque, but our state in general. Thank you again for your time.
Absolutely.
Best of luck in the coming weeks.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having us.
Of course.